Day two now of the trial for Trooper Brian North in Milford, and tonight we're learning more about what happened before 19-year-old Mubarak Soulemane was killed by police in West Haven in January of 2020.
Trooper North has been charged with manslaughter in the first degree with a firearm in connection to Soulemane's death. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc joins us live outside Milford Superior Court. Julia.
Hi, good evening to you both. Yeah, prosecutors spent hours today going through evidence from the scene the day Mubarak Soulemane was killed, and his family sat front row in the courtroom.
He aggressively and loudly said to you, "Drive, drive, drive." Am I correct in that?
Yes.
Daniel Green was the Lyft driver for 19-year-old Mubarak Soulemane on January 15, 2020. Green says at first he picked him up at an AT&T store on Main Ave in Norwalk. Soon they'd make their way to a nearby gas station.
At that time, were you legally carrying a firearm?
Yes, I am.
This is your firearm?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what did you do when you got out of the vehicle?
When I got out of the vehicle, I pulled my pistol and I told him to get out of my car.
Green says he pulled over after Soulemane demanded to see his phone and hit him on the back of his head. Prosecutors showing the incident on surveillance video, with the defense pointing this out.
You got out of your car and you pulled your gun because you were scared, correct?
Yes, I was.
You were scared for your life?
100%.
Green says at this point, Soulemane got into the driver's seat and stole his car, heading south towards I-95. Officers followed him for a bit before calling the pursuit off.
We pursued it down the Route 7 connector until we were told to stop.
Norwalk officers called it off, assessing the risk to the public as greater than the need to stop Soulemane, a commanding officer testifying to the policy in court.
Infractions, property crimes, including stolen motor vehicles, and nonviolent misdemeanors and felonies are not cause to engage in pursuit, absent articulable exigent circumstance.
Shortly after, though, state troopers picked the chase back up near Milford with information from dispatchers that it was a potential carjacking, with the suspect armed with a knife. Eventually, Soulemane crashed into another car on Campbell Ave in West Haven. That's when court papers say Trooper Brian North approached, thinking Soulemane was grabbing his knife, and fired his weapon 7 times, with 3 bullets hitting Soulemane. State Police Sergeant Kevin Duggan going through the evidence found on scene, showing the jury.
These are all expended shell casings from a firearm.
With the Soulemane family sitting in the courtroom.
So this is the magazine that's associated with the firearm?
Now, Trooper North has pled not guilty to the manslaughter charge in the past. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, there was a development in the courtroom today where the judge had to dismiss one of the jurors. We will explain his decision in the 6 o'clock hour. We're live here in Milford tonight. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.